Hello students, welcome to our online video tutorial class. Again I have come with the last part of the respiration in animals from the chapter life processes. Today I will discuss about the respiratory organs present in human and how the respiratory gases are getting transported through the blood. So let's start. First of all, today I will be showing you whatever the respiratory organs present in human. First, I have segregated the respiratory organs into two parts. One is respiratory tract, another one is the lungs. Clear? So in the respiratory tract, first of all, we can understand whatever the portions are coming. First, nostril. Second, nasal chamber. Third, after that, from the nasal chamber, nasopharynx is coming. Then trachea, that is also can be called as air tract. And from the trachea, it is getting branched or bifurcated into primary bronchi. This structure, I think I have told also in the previous videos. So I think you are clear about these structures, whatever or where they are located. Next, this specific primary bronchi entering within the lungs. After entering within the lungs, there the primary bronchi is subdivided into secondary bronchi. Secondary bronchi is divided into multiple tertiary bronchi. Those tertiary bronchi is again getting divided into bronchioles. Those bronchioles are getting divided into terminal bronchioles. Then it is getting divided again to respiratory bronchioles. Or respiratory bronchioles are again subdivided into alveolar ducts, and those alveolar ducts are connecting with each and every air sac, that is called alveoli. So this is actually total the respiratory structures which are responsible for performing the respiration function in human being. Now the point is, there is one more structure which is called respiratory membrane. What is the respiratory membrane? Respiratory membrane is none other than the surface of alveolar sac. The surface of alveolar sac which is containing ample amount of blood vessels through which the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange is happening. So always keep it in your mind, this respiratory membrane is composed of the outer membrane of alveoli or air sac with that endothelial cell layer. Endothelial cell layer means I am talking about the cells which are present in between blood vessels. Suppose I am just trying to draw and trying to show you. Suppose this is the alveolar sac. Clear? This is the alveolar sac. This is the outer membrane, alveolar sac. Next, there is a blood vessel present. Clear? So here some specific cells are present in between, inside the blood vessels along the inner layer. So those cells are endothelial cells. Clear? Those endothelial cells or endothelial cell layer with this alveolar epithelial cell. This is the alveolar epithelium. Alveolar epithelium. So including this alveolar epithelium and an endothelial cell layer, this total respiratory membrane is producing, and this is very thin and it is containing ample quantity of the blood vessels. That's why the exchange of the gases oxygen and carbon dioxide is happening properly. If this respiratory membrane is absent totally, then it is not possible to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide in between alveoli and blood vessels. So due to presence of this respiratory membrane in every organism, not only in human, this exchange of gases is happening, and this respiratory membrane is composed of endothelial cell layer and alveolar epithelium. Endothelial cell layer is a cell layer which is present inside blood vessel, and alveolar epithelial cell layer, that means inside the alveoli inner wall, that is the epithelium. This is the epithelium. This is the alveolar epithelium or the epithelium I was drawing. This is the epithelial cell layer which is responsible for this respiratory process. Now I am just moving to the next point, that is mechanism of oxygen transport via blood and mechanism of carbon dioxide transport via blood. Always keep it in your mind, when we are taking oxygen, it is passing through this entire pathway, and through the respiratory membrane the oxygen has been entered within the blood vessel from lung. Now the story is starting from here. When the oxygen is entering within the blood vessel through the respiratory membrane via the process of diffusion, now via blood, how it will reach to each and every body organ. There are two processes or two procedures through which the oxygen can be transported to each and every body organ. First procedure is that by dissolving within blood plasma. Oxygen will get dissolved in the blood plasma, and how the blood plasma is flowing to each and every body part or each and every body organ or tissue, like that the oxygen is getting just transported, and when the oxygen is coming to the near contact of each and every body organ, just it is entering within those body organ by the process of diffusion. Okay. Next, by forming oxyhemoglobin, RBC or the hemoglobin, which is actually also present in the blood vessel, dissolved in the blood plasma, that is also responsible for transporting this oxygen. So oxygen can be dissolved in blood plasma, as well as that oxygen can also be transported via the help of hemoglobin present within the RBC, and for that reason what it has to be formed? Oxyhemoglobin. By forming oxyhemoglobin, that oxygen is getting transported to each and every body organ. Next, from the body organ, how the carbon dioxide is coming back to the lung, that is the next procedure. Here we can see whatever the carbon dioxide quantity is produced by the body organs or body tissues, for coming to the lungs or coming to the respiratory organ, they have to follow 4 different ways. For transporting oxygen, 2 ways, but for returning carbon dioxide to the lung, 4 ways are necessary. Let's see what are the 4 ways. First way, dissolving in blood plasma in a form of CO2. So carbon dioxide can return to our respiratory membrane of the lung by dissolving in the blood plasma, and that is also in the form of CO2. In form of CO2 they can get dissolved. Dissolving in blood plasma by forming H2CO3. Another process is that CO2 can be dissolved in the blood plasma, but here they are interacting or reacting with water present in the blood plasma, forming H2CO3, then it will be get transported through blood plasma to the lung. So one form is there, only in a form of CO2 molecule it is transporting through the blood plasma. In another way, it is the carbon dioxide is reacting with water and forming carbonic acid, and that carbonic acid is passing through the blood plasma and coming to our lung. Third, transportation through the RBC by forming H2CO3. By forming carbonic acid or H2CO3, carbon dioxide can be transported to our lung, and that can happen through RBC also or hemoglobin also. So through hemoglobin also the carbon dioxide can transport to our lung by forming H2CO3 or carbonic acid. And the last one, by forming carbaminohemoglobin. So carbaminohemoglobin can be also another aspect through which the carbon dioxide can come back. Here carbon dioxide is reacting with hemoglobin and forming carbaminohemoglobin, and by forming the carbaminohemoglobin also carbon dioxide return back to the lung. So carbon dioxide transportation, 4 procedures are there. Carbon dioxide can pass through the blood plasma in a form of carbon dioxide only. Carbon dioxide can pass through blood plasma in a form of H2CO3 by reacting with water. Carbon dioxide can pass through the hemoglobin of the RBC by forming H2CO3, and carbon dioxide can pass through the hemoglobin of the RBC by forming carbaminohemoglobin. So in these 4 different ways carbon dioxide is transporting from the body tissue to the lung. Okay, and oxygen only 2, already I have told. So I think you have understood total the procedure, the respiratory tract, whatever the parts. Inside lung, this respiratory tract is getting branched in how many parts? Then what is respiratory membrane? What is the composition of the respiratory membrane? These 2, and then mechanism of oxygen transport via blood and mechanism of carbon dioxide transport via blood. This is from lung to body tissue, and this is from body tissue to lung. Clear? I think you have understood this portion, whatever I have taught, and with this portion, the respiration in animals, this portion is getting finished. So please study this portion properly, and if any query will arise, obviously contact with me. Thank you everyone.